Absolutely. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. And off we go from Cleveland. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Kessler. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, Kessler. A screen complete to Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Kessler on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Mario Williams broke into the league as a star defensive end. Now he's wreaking havoc as an outside linebacker.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Flushed out right. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
From the gun, it's Kessler. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mario Williams able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete. Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
In motion left goes a tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
380.
The tight end changing his position. 6 yards still to go here on second and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And Frank's kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this.
No, check. All right, no, check. Patriot.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Now it's Kessler. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Now let's go.
On third down, Kessler. He finds Coleman. A gain of 11 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
380.
Play action. It's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Kessler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
380.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set, wide,
He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Browns a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Kessler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, while we have a quick second here, can we talk about the Ravens a little bit?
Sure.
Because they're off to a 3-0 start. Remember the rough season they had last year with all the injuries, and they're getting a lot of those guys back and playing at a really high level. Joe Flacco from his knee injury, Steve Smith Sr. from the Achilles, Terrell Suggs from an Achilles, and it's all coming together early for Baltimore.
Well, they always seem to be in the mix. Big win, although it was in Jacksonville, who's now 0-3. Big road win this past week.
Remember in preseason, Jacksonville was one of those very trendy picks to compete for the playoffs.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it'll be 4th down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Now Kessler escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking...